guys. Have absolutely epic time. Absolutely epic time. Welcome. Good afternoon, all of us. Guys, I've been playing around. Right, let's just get straight to it. Let's just get straight on to the ye old play page, first of all. We've got the auctions up and going. Oh, wrong page. There we go. They're about to all start ticking off. I'm going to do my best to try and keep some sort of running total on what's kind of happening. I'm hoping there might be some sort of feature at Sorare Data that can help us out after we've done this. But we're already getting Albion and the Jetties dropping away at the price that they're rocking in at. So for anyone who's joining the stream who doesn't know what's going on, these are Champion Edition cards. So every Celtic player, Bayern Munich, Ajax, all the champions that are covered in Europe for this season get one rare card that looks like this with the Champion Edition design, and they get 10 limiteds, which is this design you see here, the yellow one. They don't do anything different. They just look extra super cool. And I've got to say, like, they're probably my favourite champion designs that we've ever had. We've had a few of these over the years. And they're basically more collector pieces, you know, for somebody like me, a big Celtic fan, big Celtic gallery. I definitely want to be getting in on the action with some of these. And I'm tossing and turning on some limited. I'm tossing and turning on some rares. Did I spend a lot? Did I try and not spend a lot? Did I be sensible? Did I be stupid? You know, that's kind of what I'm weighing up. If you're interested in getting involved in Sorare, there's a link in the description of the stream that will help you get set up. You also get a free limited once you sign up and you buy 5 cards from the market. If you are looking to get involved, there is a description down. There's a link in the description down below. Goes directly supporting the channel. You'll be helping out your man Quinny Boy, and I'm operating, guys, today on 3 cameras. We've got camera 2 up and running. We've got camera 1 as always, and then we've got this our little sneaky camera 3 on the go. So we're trying to get as much of the camera action on the go as we possibly can. So we're doing everything we can, and all that goes back to supporting the channel, all the content we do across both channels right here at 23001 and Sorare TV. And I think if we had the first McGregor Champion Limited go, it did. It went to Lutz for 0.07. That's pretty decent for a McGregor. Right, okay, that might be one I might go for next time if I can get around the 0.7 mark. So yeah, because there is only, I'm really tempted on the rares because there is only one of each, and that's, you know, I don't think some of these cards are going to get too many mints anyway, the Japanese lads in particular. So, and guys like Beaton and Rogic, Beaton especially, who might be going into a non-covered situation, might be the only cards these guys get ever, or for the foreseeable at the very least. If you watched the Israeli game today, you would see Abu Fani and Leidner. Celtic are scouting both these two. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the Israeli press at the moment linking Celtic with them. Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to keep a running total of these. A Dyson Maeda goes for about 0.076. So that's interesting to know. Is a very good limited to have. I've already got 2 of them, but again at Yokohama F Marinos, hence my point on particularly the rares. There might not be too many issues in a Celtic jersey this season, let alone the Champion Edition. Ralston goes for just under a quarter of a coin for the rare. That's probably the first like credible rare that we've seen go. Wee bit too rich for my blood, to be quite honest with you. For a Ralston, it's just not, you know, considering McBride paid about that for the Super or something like that. Or no, maybe it was about half a coin in fact. But anyway, point stands. Bolingoli's not going to go for too much of a premium, I don't think. He's a decent like challenger punt on a transfer because Celtic will be actively looking to sell him. We did pick him up from Austria Vienna in the Austrian division, so like this guy could, and he played in Turkey. We loaned him out to Turkey for a season, so this guy could really end up anywhere in Europe. So like, if you don't mind a wee speculation on transfer, you know, it's a nice card. He's very much not liked at Celtic, it must be said, and the less I say about that, the better, to do with like the Dubai trip and him going to Spain and all that crap. But yeah. The rares, because there is only one of them, I think they'll be really nice cards to have in like winning lineups and stuff as well. So I definitely, that's why I'm thinking limited. I maybe try and get a limited team together. But when I see the price of Joe Hart going 0.2, it's just so much for a limited goalkeeper that I don't really need. It would just be pure vanity. I think I would probably, I think I had in my mind anyway about that. So I'm going to bid on that Kyogo because I would take, but for me, Kyogo, is that bid went in? It should have. Somebody else outbid me, perhaps? No, I'm the top bidder. Class. Because with Kyogo, I've already got a Kyogo Furuhashi in the Vissel Kobe outfit. Definitely want one in a Celtic kit, and I don't really see myself acquiring a rare anytime soon. So the logic then brings me to a limited, and if I'm going to... Oh, shit. The auctions, Celtic auctions are just crashing the site now. Similar situation with a Bada, like again a Bada limited, because I would love a rare, but I don't see myself spending the money on a rare anytime soon. Ball and Golly's got about 20 seconds to go. Who's the next rare? Calmac. Oh, very tempted by this, but I've been on the wall chart. You'll be able to see it a little bit in the background on camera. It's just behind the shirts I've got. There's another wall back there with some whiteboards, and I'm just on there planning my depth and my galleries and all that kind of fun stuff. And there's nowhere I can really justify spending money on a McGregor rare at the moment, which is unfortunate. I do think we'll get more Champion Edition cards. I do have the unique from this season, so like, you know, I can kind of deal with that. I think I'll bid on this Rio Hatate. That's going for about 0.2-ish. That's fine by me. I'm not sure if I've won that Kyogo, by the way. What's happened with that? Did I win it? I did. So I won the Kyogo Furuhashi jackpot. I didn't bid on the Abada, did I? I've bid on a Rio somewhere. Me, yep, that's me. So I've got a Rio bid on. I'm not going to go for the McGregor. That's a tasty sum. It's a good price for a McGregor compared to what he's trading at the moment. It was like 0.2. It feels like yesterday. And his price, along with, it's mainly down to the ETH change as much as you know, the velocity of the auction slowing down and it putting more control into the secondary market. Looks like I'm going to be getting this Rio Hatate as well, which is fun. Did I get a McGregor limited? 0.07. It's just the price of the defenders for Celtic are so expensive. Cameron Carter-Vickers, there's going to be 10 of them. They're selling for about 0.2-ish. So you're talking about 2 ETH of sales today on Cameron Vickers limiteds. And then the rare itself is already up at 1.35. You know, if I had one more bid on it, it won't be for me. I wouldn't be surprised, to be quite honest. What else is floating around? I'll catch in with the chat in a minute, guys, but I'm just quite aware of, like, I've got a few bids out and stuff, and I did make my mind up because there is only 10 limiteds. I thought I do want to get in. Yes, we've got the Rio as well. I did want to try and get in on a few of these limiteds earlier, so I can kind of, like, if I do like a Rio for about 0.02, a Kyogo for about 0.07, like, they're fine, they'll work for me. I'm now weighing up an Abada and a McGregor. Maybe if a few McGregors go down, maybe he'll get a wee bit cheaper. Because again, don't really need to spend McGregor money on unlimited. Joe, it's just a bit pricey as well, isn't he? 0.4 basically for the limited. Starfell is one of these ones I've been having a lot of discussion and a lot of debate with a lot of the guys I talk to. Like, will he play next season? Are we actively trying to replace him or not? And with all that in mind, like, I just cannot get around his price. Like, it just feels so much for me. So there's a few things that kind of price me out just through my own appetite. And whatever, but it feels like in terms of any things I might be clicking on, that kind of pace has slowed down a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to let a few go by and I'll catch up with you guys in the live chat. Again, if you're watching this, you don't know what's going on. This is Celtic, this is sorare. This is the Champion Edition cards. Each player from the season is going to get one rare. The Callum McGregor goes for 0.44. I think that's a really good price to Old X 84. And they get 10 limiteds, which is these ones here. They don't have any different purposes in the game. They're just pure collector items, pure vanity, pure different card design. That's the only thing that's special about them. Limited print, and they look cool as hell. In the house for fist bumps, I'm sure there's tons of you. Oh, my chat's broken a little bit. Let me catch up. Jack Taylor, Jackie Boy, good to see you. Sam D, Jonathan, I've kind of chatted to you a little bit already. Slow Mo, Mikey Baston, Joshua Suker, fist bumps to all you guys. Sergio, Non-Stick Llama, Luca Veric, my recent prize winner, Luca. Good to see you, my man. Nico, Simo, Charlie, Kenji, all the peeps are in the house. Great to see you. What's happening with Christopher Julian? He wants out the club badly. We paid like 6 million quid. McBride has picked up a McGregor. McBride in the house. Good to see you, my man. Yeah, Julian is like, he wants to move, like, kind of idea, but he's on decent money at Celtic, and I don't think it's going to be easy for us to find a suitor for him. So that's the only kind of thing. I think it's definitely possible in the worst case scenario, like towards the deadline, we would loan him. We would cut our face off on a loan and split the wages with somebody probably. But I don't think that's going to be, you know, there's a few guys at Celtic like Ajeti, Barkas, there's a few of these guys that could get interesting transfers out in the summer and have great utility in SO5 away from the SPFL. But there's just nothing concrete kind of circling around the now. Carter Vickers, even a Starfelt 0.14, such a Maybe try and get a Starfelt. Let's see, 0.14. What does a Starfelt normally go for? So I don't think I've got the money for a Vickers, especially in limited. About that's Jesus. That's normally what he goes for. What does Carter Vickers normally go for? About point. See if I could get him around 0.1. If I could get Carter Vickers around that price, I would be much happier with that than but one more bid on the Carter Vickers. He's almost up at 1.5 coins. This guy has a picture of a Picasso for his avatar, so maybe that tells you all you need to know about this guy, but lovely card, isn't it? Big Carter Vickers. And again, if you're a Celtic fan tuning in, not really knowing what's going on, Carter Vickers is one of the best cards in the game. He's an absolute monster on the scoring matrix. The scoring matrix runs from 0 to 100, and CCV is like one of the main men, like huge powerhouse. And just under 1.5 Ethereum, which is about £2,100 sterling at this point in time, is sold. So that's a healthy chunk of Carter Vickers. That's like 3.5 ETH today or more. That's crazy. Let's see what else. Starfelt's coming in. 0.85. What does the Starfelt rares go for? I don't need a Starfelt rare. Yeah, much less than that. I wouldn't pay the premium, I don't think. Nah. If it was about the same, I could maybe think about it, you know. Any more of these limiteds grabbing me? Not really. Joe Ducey, fist bump, my man. Good to see you on camera too, sorry. Do you think there will come a Champion Limited League because there are not much cards and they are so expensive? What do you mean by Champion Limited, Kenji? Do you mean like Pro, like a mixture of Rare and Limited or something like that? Can you let me know what you mean, Kenji? Pennings. Abada, yeah, maybe I'll pick up the Abada. Does look good, doesn't it? The Abada's had a great season. I don't think we've seen the Rare yet, have we? There's a Julian Rare. 0.16. Again, it's a nice looking card. He's only played like 20 minutes this season, so it's a bit of a hollow card. And that's why with some of these guys, I'm looking at Bane, like the goalkeeper for rare, because like I need that for a handcuff for my Joe Hart. It's irresponsible not to have a Scott Bane. But the price he's got to now, it's just so far above the last auctions. I'm just like, ugh. And I wouldn't mind it being a cool handcuff, because then if like I was bummed out if Joe Hart get injured or something, at least I would have a cool Scott Bane to come in, you know. So but Barkas as well. These Barkas rares, the Barkas rare is going for about the same price as the super rares went for a couple of days ago. Somebody got the Kyogo a little bit cheaper than what I got that for, so that's interesting. There's the Abada for 0.04. Let's watch out. If we can get Abada around that kind of price, I'd be happy with that, to be honest. Maybe a wee bit under. But yeah, so... Oof. Oh, big flick of the screen there. Something's uploaded or changed or whatever. I've not had any notifications saying I've won. The Starfelts went for 0.85. CCV played the second half for America last night. I heard he absolutely killed it. Jota in the bag for the club. Jack Taylor, good to see it. And back in, absolutely buzzing. What a Jota to pick up, buddy. Abada will be even better next season. Yeah, I love Abada. I think he's a great player. Absolutely great player. And yeah, U23 as well. And like when it comes to Celtic next season, it is only really Abada, Turnbull, and Jota that are like in terms of cards that you can really think about for U23 next year. Dane Murray. But so Dane Murray, right, is also a rookie, which I would have been interested in anyway. But for this, let's see if they'd done the rookie bit in the other corner. I would have definitely been bidding for this. Like, no two ways about it. Just because it's a rookie, and if it was a Champion Edition rookie, like, that would just be a... I guess it still is, right? But same as that Siachig, like, the Siachig I've got is a Player Edition card. It's rookie, it's signed, but it doesn't have the little emblem on it, which is just a wee fly in the ointment for me. And I think this would be the same with the Dane Murray, to be quite honest. I love the rookie design. I love the little foil thing that they've put on the cards. Yeah. Let's see. Kyogo picked up. Well done, Adam. Good to see it. Weasel Mount, fist bump. Good to see you, my man. Killison to Ajax. Luca, do you think so? I've heard that rumour as well. The Ajax goalkeeper situation, honestly, it's been one of these crazy merry-go-rounds for the last, like, 2 years or something. Like, I remember right early in Sorare, I've traded through 4 Ajax goalkeepers, like, successfully. Like, right as they came on. Like, I bought Stekelenburg and Katarski, and I can't even remember how it all panned out, but, like... I ended up buying and selling like 3 or 4 of them and like pulling money out of thin air basically by like buying the backup, selling them when he got in, buying the next backup he got in, and just kind of dancing about and doing that. It was good fun. and it's still to this day going on. I got out of that thinking, oh, right, Ajax have sorted their goalkeeper situation out now. And then the Onana thing happened. Oh no, was it because of the Onana thing? Yeah, it was. And then Pasveer was in, and then it was Gorter, and I was like, oh, this is getting too expensive. But anyway, Killison, imagine he went on top of all of that drama that's been going on in the Ajax goalkeeper market for the last like 2 years. It would just be, and the Killison market as well. Like people have been holding Killison for a long time, waiting for him to come good. So fair play to the Diamond Hands on that front. McGregor 0.069. It's a wee bit cheaper than what McBride paid, I think. But maybe I will wait for the next one. We'll see what he kicks in at. Because there is 10 in the limiteds. And I've not been keeping a track of how many have went. But I don't think there's been more than like 3 of each person really at this point. And it's hard to keep track, guys. I hope you're having fun. The international game weeks of, they're pretty boring, aren't they? Let's be honest. Absolute killer last night's for Scotland for me. I was watching it down with my uncle and like we were spirited enough for like 20 minutes in the second half, maybe 30 minutes, but like I think going 2 up front, like I thought, you know what, good on them because the Ukrainians like are known for defending, and if you only go with one striker, maybe you don't have enough bodies in the box to take your chances when they come. We never took their chances when they came, of course. Ukraine could have been, they really could have beat us like 5-0. Like, it's honestly. But when it was so tight, like, just one chance needs to come off. But the midfield with Gilmore and McGregor, man, it was just felt like we were a man down. We were missing that number 10 position. There was always this huge space in the pitch where you would want somebody like an Armstrong coming into or a Christie. And anyway, disappointment. But I'll be on to so the next CCV goes again for about the same price I think as the last one. So that's interesting to know because I don't want to spend that kind of money on a limited defender, to be quite honest with you. I know he's going to be boss and I know it's going to be a beastie card, but I just can't do it for where I'm at. Then I've got other priorities. I've got bigger fish to fry, as I say. I'm just looking to indulge a little bit with these. I'm not going after any of the big hitters. I think Kyogo's as big a hitter, whichever they got. I think that's as big a hitter as I'm going on this. I'm just looking to get some odds and ends. The Turnbull was tempting, but at that kind of money, like I've just not got space for that now. We didn't get going until we were 2 down. Yeah, you're totally right, Campbell. Like, it was at that point, like maybe 5 minutes into the second half, because they just scored, didn't they? Like after half time, they made it 2-0. Like in the 40, it was about maybe about 3 or 4 minutes after that. It was like, and I made a tweet about it. I was like, I'm glad we're playing like that now. Like because normally when you're watching these games, it doesn't matter who you're following, who you're supporting. In that situation, you don't normally see that gusto to throw the kitchen sink at it until like the 85th minute. There's too much like playing safe and don't concede another one and a bit of dicking about. But we were like, being spirited enough, I would say, from like the 60th minute, maybe early 50s, I suppose, for like a 10-20 minute spell. But we just didn't have the quality, like I think Christie looked amazing when he came on, and when he did come on, you're like, why wasn't he starting? But again, like sometimes it's difficult for a player like Christie to make that impact from the first whistle when everyone's at the same level of like tempo and like stamina and that kind of stuff, because he is so energetic and will do like different things that, when they're backs against the wall, that's when players like that, their strengths really do become apparent. Like Ukraine wouldn't have had backs to the wall, and they didn't. They could have been 3-0 up at one point from the first half. So I can understand the impact Christie can be from the time he was introduced into the game, but with that difference he made into filling those pockets that connected, midfield into the final third, it made such a wild difference. It was so noticeable. We could have done with that from the start, if nothing else. Kind of lost track of how much these are all going for, and what I'm looking to do is maybe be on sorare data later on and try and tally all this up, because I think it'd be an interesting little bit of data, if nothing else, from the lads at sorare data. We'll see if I can fish through their systems and their filters and find all the stuff. But tons of these cards coming out, and the only disappointment I've got from this is there's no Champion Edition rare Rio Hitate. Only limiteds for him, which is why I wanted the limited one, because I thought, well, he's not going to get a rare, so the limited will have to do. So that's the only disappointment I've got from this. People are still crying out for Giakoumakis cards. Like, we have pictures for Giakoumakis on the system, but we still don't have cards. There's no picture for Juranovic, which I don't understand. And there's no picture for O'Reilly, which I can understand. It was a January signing, but I do also find it weird that we don't have a picture for O'Reilly, because I think there's been ample opportunity and he's probably had one done by now for TV and whatever. Because Celtic were on the TV a lot, you know. Clark said he wouldn't play people out of position or who are not playing for their club. Yeah, like, you know, I've been a big fan of Clark for the most part, you know, and like I think he's much more like straight to the point with football, if that makes sense. Like, you won't like tell a team to take 12 passes when you only need to take 7, which I like. And I think at international level, one of the most important qualities is coaching, you know, because you're always going to be getting, in essence, a random group of people together, you know, from different clubs. Fair enough, they're all the same nationality, but they're all working at different levels of the game and different philosophies and different conditions, etc. So for me, a national team manager has to be either a massive, like, unifier and motivator type, or like a beastie coach who can take in a camp for 2 weeks, train the guys. We're playing these 3 matches. This is how we're going to line up. You're going to play here. These are the set pieces, and then boom, we hit the 3 matches and we go. And I think Steve Clark is more the latter, and I think he's pretty good at that. And I think as far as like Scottish like coaches, like elite coaches, I think he's probably amongst the top 3, the top 5. I think it's quite safe to say. Abada's going to go for about 0.04ish again, right? So we'll try and watch out for that. Maybe slipping. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Was that the Scotland game? Worst I've seen Scotland team play. Gamers prophecy. Sorry. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, the only word for it is spirited. You know, there was we were just throwing everything at it at points. These cars have jazzed up the game weeks. They definitely have. Weaselmount. Just here who you planning on picking up. Might snap up a limited Killison just in case. That's not a bad idea. Evening, Quinny. Weaselmount, where are you? Where are you? So guys, if you're just joining us, we don't know what's going on. This is Sorare. This is the Champion Edition auctions for the Celtic cards. The Celtic cards are basically, each player will get 10 limiteds, which is the yellow ones in this Champion Edition style. And the rares, the red ones, will get 1, which is nice. So I have picked up 2 cards already. I've already picked up a Kyogo and a Rio Hitate, which was good fun. And I've got another couple of bids out, and we'll maybe try and snipe another couple as we go through. This is all, the whole allotment there's going to be. Also Bayern Munich get cards, PSG, Dinamo Zagreb, Club Brugge, all the champions, AC Milan from around Europe that are on Sorare. Did we get the Portuguese ones? In fact, that's what I was just thinking. I'm not sure if we got Portugal. Was it maybe, who won the Portuguese league? It was Porto, wasn't it? So yeah, exciting time, and I'm hoping to pick up some cards today. Let me know what you're up to. Any questions in the chat, let me know. We're operating between a few different cameras today as well, so as we kick through with the stream, like, I don't think there's anything I'm going to be bidding on the now. But yeah, we can dive around and we can talk some Celtic, or we can talk some Sorare, or anything you want. I'm quite easy, Ozzy. I was basically, what I mainly wanted to do with this, to be quite honest with you guys, is I wanted to test out, because I've never done a scheduled stream before, and some of you guys who were in here nice and early, thank you very much for helping me test it out. So I thought, oh, what a great excuse. These cards are today. I'm going to be sitting on the auction anyway. Let's test this mad schedule button out. It's long overdue. It's something I should have done months ago. And we can just have a stream, and then there's something out for Thursday as well. Later today, I'll be recording the End Product podcast with me, Tony Watt, and Plastician. That'll be out later today, tonight, on Sorare TV, and it'll be available on all the podcast places: Apple, Google, Amazon, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. It's End Product, a Sorare podcast. We were recording that later today, and I'm also having our little guest chat on the channel for Monday morning. That'll be getting recorded later today as well. And stay tuned to all the stuff we'll have out. I think I'll have on both channels maybe some stuff on Friday tomorrow. Yeah, there'll be a Sorare perspective video and something else on my channel, maybe like a transfer one. I've seen some Bayern Munich stuff over the last couple of days, some Newcastle stuff, so maybe we'll do some football chat tomorrow. But the stream I thought today would be good fun for these cards, because it's a great opportunity to just enjoy the season finishing. You know, it's a great year for Celtic in terms of the bounce back. You know, and the thing, I listen to a lot of Celtic fan media, even more so over the last like 3 months, because it's like I'm now knee deep in it for all facets of my football exposure, not just my own personal preferences. And like for me, like, yeah, it was a huge thing for Celtic to come back and win the league this year, but like, I think the team was more damaged psychologically than anything. That, you know, the last like 18 months prior or whatever, I think it was like a mad downward spiral from. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it all, but I'm not too surprised at some of the core of this team, the guys that have stuck about, like the McGregor, for example. There's only really McGregor and now because the team's changed so much, but like, it's good to see the club make such wholesale changes as well, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. It's a great season, it's a great time. But like, some of the rares I've already got bids on are coming up. So again, some of the squad players that I'm just like, I would love to get a rare, but I wouldn't really, I'm not motivated to go buy one. But if I was going to buy one, I might as well get a fancy one. I was going to bid on the Greg Taylor. I did bid on the Greg Taylor. I already have a Greg Taylor rare, but I was just kind of like, what's the point? It's a nice card, big part of our season, and I'm sure that will go to a happy owner in Sphincter Aperture. What a name. Sphincter Aperture. Sorare Kama, this guy was outbidding me like mad for the Welsh rare, I think it was. That's not came up yet, I don't think. And he's dressed, his avatar is Goku in the France kit. What are your thoughts about Joe Hart for next season, Quinny? He's going to be Celtic #1. He's going to kick ass. And I think for next season, the season after next, I think for the next 2 years, I think you can kind of rely on Joe Hart being Celtic #1. I've seen this on John's channel. Me and John had a video about it on John's channel on Wednesday. John Nellis, go check that out. And but I think the next 2 full seasons you can account for Joe Hart being at Celtic #1, in my opinion. Any unlimiteds? I see nothing. I'm still toying on an Abada. I wouldn't mind a defender because I don't have any Celtic defenders other than Rio Hatate, but I've now just picked up a Celtic Rio. What's your thoughts on Barkas? Barkas Celtic are trying to kick him out the door, but I think we spent like 4 million on him or something like that. We spent like a considerable amount of money on him, and by all accounts he was very well scouted, and other teams were in for him. We pay him a lot of money, and I don't think it's going to be. I think there'll be people out there interested in him, but I don't think it's going to be a very easy transfer. He's going to want to stay on as much a wage as possible. He's going to want to be guaranteed football, of course. There is the concern that he goes back to Greece, and as you know, at the moment, Greece is not an SO5 covered league. So if he did return to AEK Athens, or if he went to any other Greek team, then he's a Red Cross. He's screwed, But he could go to bloody Switzerland. He could go to Belgium. He could go to a lot of places that is scored, and he could be a #1 goalkeeper because, like I said, he was very well scouted. Is capped as well for Greece. Ishmael Soro barely played for us, and again, this guy had a lot of hype about 4 years ago. Never really amounted to much. Special edition for him is going to go to Sphincter Apitu as well. I hope this guy doesn't come in and try and come into some of my bids, by the way. I will not be chuffed. I will not be chuffed. Sphincter Apitu. I've just bought 2 Celtic Limited cards through auction. Shrew, 1886, congratulations. Who did you pick up? Let me know. Doing good. Enjoy my start to a cheeky 4-day weekend. Weasel Mount, love to hear it. We are only 8 years too early for the Aberdeen champion cards. Joe Ducey's got a bid on a Dyson Maeda. Absolutely love it. Gutted Scotland lost last night, going to the Wales game on Sunday, and would have loved what the Scotland fans would have added to the atmosphere. Yeah, it would have been a much better occasion, I suppose. But Ukraine is a totally different narrative that is kind of following that whole thing at the moment. I suppose I don't know if that's a fair thing for me to say, but it's a Celtic affair, and it would be for the World Cup. It would be like a cup final, be as much a cup final as an international game could be, really. Winner takes all, goes to the World Cup. Scotland v Wales, what a game. Got a big refresh on the page. McBride has went and got himself a wee Hatate. Good to see McBride still floating about the auctions. I think we've missed a couple of these winners to see who's actually won them. It looks like I'm closing in on the James Forrest, so let's cross our fingers and toes. Wee Jimmy makes his way to FC Barcelona. And again, Forrest is not somebody I'm going to get much utility out of. He's a Celtic legend. It's somebody that I would like to own for the sake of having a James Forrest. If I could get a champion rare for around this mark, then I'll be happy. What's this? Is Starfelt at? Yeah, I wish Carter Vickers was about that price. I'd probably pay that. But Starfelt, I cannot do it, man. Oh, I cannot do it. Picked up in a jetty. think he will be off to the Belgian league. If Ajeti goes to Belgium, that would be lovely for him. It would be even better if he went back to Switzerland, because in Switzerland, by all accounts, he was very good domestically. And like Ajeti, like any Celtic fan will tell you, the guy clearly has like a level of ability, like to be a finisher. And I think if he drops down to I don't think Belgium is much of a drop down in some ways to Scotland, to be quite honest with you. But technically, it might favour him a little bit better. But I think if he did go to Switzerland, back to his home country, I think that's the sort of level where he could be a 20 goal a season man for like Basel or fucking Zurich or Grasshopper or whoever. I've gotten a West Ham one. 10 seconds to go. We're closing in on the Forest. 5 seconds. We're going to close in on the Forest. It's me. 2 seconds. I think we've bagged it. Bang. Forest is in. Lovely. Oh, good. We got a notification finally. Auction 1. Get 6 notifications now. Oh, there we go. There's Rio Hatate auction. There we go. Oh, there's the Kyogo. We're getting the notifications now. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I've also got a Reika Ideguchis as well, but again, they're all in Gamba and Saka shirts, so I don't really need to be going picking up Ideguchis. But I think he'll play a lot more next year. And if you're looking for like Celtic mild utility, like, oh, I don't mind getting in on the rotation as long as I get in on it somehow, Ideguchi will be a card worth having, I would think, next year. I'm also hoping to grab a James McCarthy. I don't want a James McCarthy for many reasons, but if I could get this Champion Edition card for this kind of price, again, like, I would welcome it into the club. It's a nominal fee for a guy that played a fair amount of minutes this year, did contribute, did get into the trenches at times this year when we were very thin on the ground, and I think he earned his medal this year. And he can only get better from here, James McCarthy. He can only get better. And again, it's not a card I'm looking to flip or sell on or anything. The Jota, look at how good that Jota card looks. That is hovering around now at 2.2 Ethereum with 3 minutes to go. I wouldn't be surprised to see another bid or two on that at the end. Look at that Ideguchi, by the way. I might just bid on that. How can you not bid on that? So cheap. Why not? I'll just take that. Yeah, James McCarthy's going to be locking in as well. Turnbull Limiteds are not cheap either, are they? 0.17, that's going to clock in at about 250 quid. There's another Ideguchi. Oh, have I been outbid on it? Oh, fair enough. I was only going to get it if it was like those decimals, but if you're going to take it up to 15 quid, then good deal for whoever bags that. And it looks like we're bringing in the James McCarthy. We've got about 30 seconds to go. Let's hope no Sphincter Apatu comes around and tries to kibosh us here at the last. James McCarthy, 30 seconds to go. Hi Quinny, what are your thoughts about Jota? Is his transfer just delayed and will be completed, or is it a big issue or possibility he will not end up at Celtic? Look, S, I think he's only going to end up at Celtic, to be quite honest with you. James McCarthy, oh, we've been outbid. Didn't even notice that. Good thing I double checked that there, by the way. I would have hated to have lost out on that. I think Jota's coming to Celtic. I think it's happening. I think it's just a matter of time, to be quite honest with you. 2 seconds. I need to know what's happening here. What does he normally go for? Bugger all. What am I paying a good bit more than bugger all from now? Right, okay. That's 50 quid, man. Like, James McCarthy, that's fair. So yeah, I think he's coming. I think he wants to play Champions League football. I think he likes being the main man. I think he loves the fans. I think yeah, there's nothing about what's going on. I think it's just ironing out details at this point. And Celtic are like notoriously stingy operators. You know, so like the fact that we've got the Champions League money guaranteed, we don't need to qualify for it. It gives the club ground to work on. So they will just be doing their usual stuff, trying to be as diligent and as lean. We've got the James McCarthy. I was super. Oh, yes, we got it. Brilliant. So the thing about the James McCarthy is it's also a jersey mint. So it's 16 out of 100. He's squad number 16. James McCarthy's been 16 throughout his whole career. It's a synonymous number with him, as well as Irish midfielders in general. Boom. Buzzing. Glad I got that. So I think it'll be done. Him and Carter Vickers, I think it'll be done in a fail swoop, and then it'll be. So we're under a minute. There's no more bids on the Jota. Um, Listen, that was the main one I wanted, was the James McCarthy. Just because it was a jersey number as well. It was such a great. It was the first thing I looked at. Was, I wonder if there's any jersey numbers, and like I think Abada or somebody else was like one, maybe Welsh. Oh no, it's not Welsh. He's like number 50 or something. There's the Joe Hart up at 1.4 ETH now. Joe Hart's been the talk of the town recently, the hottest goalkeeper going on the market at the moment. It's no surprise to see that big premium on this. Like, I paid 0.6 for mine on day one auctions. I was so glad that Joe Hart was one of the ones I was like, I just need to get him in because it's a goalkeeper. It's only, it's never going to be fun to buy. Buy it early, get it done, and then move on to the fun ones later on. And again, in these limiteds, the Rio's kind of knocking around the 0.03 mark. I think I get mine for about 0.025, so we're doing okay on that respect. A Welsh is cheap enough, I suppose, but I'm not really that interested. The Edaguchi again is going super cheap, 9 quid. A Rogic, and again, like, we don't know where Rogic is going to end up, but he is an Australia international, so like maybe Rogic comes in handy, maybe once in a blue moon. The fear with Rogic is he was very heavily linked to leave Celtic like 2 years ago for Qatar. And, like, they were going to pay us 4 million quid for him, and we couldn't believe it. Like, Celtic fans were basically sending him on the plane saying, "Cheers for the memories, Tam," you know. But he was like, "Nah, I want to stay. I want to do 10 in a row." That's what he said. He wanted to stay and do 10 in a row, and obviously that didn't quite happen. But so he could go anywhere, really, is my point. But if he went to somewhere in Challenger, and again, similar to a Jetty, if he goes to the correct level, he would be a boss. Like, he really would be. The fear with somebody like Rogic is he tries to maybe go somewhere like, I don't know, like somewhere that's a wee bit unsuitable for him, and then he just isn't a starter, and his career wanes, and then it's just like, Rogic, one hit wonder. You know, these are the kind of worries you find with some of these guys, because Rogic is a particular mold. He's not like a run of the mill guy, you know, and sometimes those people can be difficult to place where exactly what team they should go to or what teams are interested in them. We've got some normal editions kind of mixed in here now. These would have been on auction anyway, so please be careful if you are bidding on these ones and you're not too sure of what's going on. If you are watching this, you don't know what's going on, this is so rare. These are the Champion Edition cards for Celtic. If you're interested in getting involved, there's a link in the description of this video that will get you a free card once you've bought 5 from the market. It's the best way to sign up. It goes right back to supporting all the content here at Quinny3001, where I've got all the videos, playlists, everything's all set up. If you want to look to get started, you need to help to open your account, how to not make mistakes early, what's the best strategies, how do you learn all the things as quickly as you can. It's all here. But this season, Celtic are the champions of Scotland. Every rare card in the squad gets one of these Champion Edition cards and 10 limited cards in this Champion Edition. They don't do anything different in the game. It's just pure vanity, pure collector purposes. And I've already indulged with a couple of purchases. I'll kind of summarise them up once we've kind of ran through all the auctions. We'll see what I kind of end up with. I've not got a clear plan of, I only want these ones, or I'm not spending more than this. You're missing a cheap Mbappe? No way. No way. Oh, I better check that out quick, because I don't know what he means by cheap. $1.5? I don't think so. Champion Edition. Right, sorry, so we need Team Celtic. There we go. The McGregors are still kind of hovering around the same level. I've not got a McGregor yet. I'm not too sure how many are left to go. But I am now thinking if I am going to get a McGregor, the time may be nigh. Maybe the next one. We'll see where the auction's at. Again, Abada's around the same level. Maybe I need to jump ahead a little bit and get a bid on now, if I'm thinking about one of these guys. Abada's not too far away. He's around half a coin now. Great under 23 striker. If you can predict the Celtic rotation, it'll be a lot of fun. But it's predicting that rotation. Like, I don't think it'll be too difficult, but it is a job. You know, like, you will need to do that, you know. So let's see. I think all these bids have been, like I did with the rares, the bids have been put on days ago, maybe, on some of these. Let's see, where's the McGregor? Am I going blind? There he's there, 0.069. Yeah, they're probably all kind of going around the same place, aren't they? We'll just wait, we'll take them as they come. We'll take them as they come. Rob, I did buy the cable. If I actually got it in the car, the buggers delivered me the wrong cable, but they just delivered an HDMI to HDMI. I need a micro, of course, as you know, on one side. So, raging. So, where's Rogic moving to? I think I don't know if I said all the Rogic stuff in answer to that question, if I just went spouted off. How's the bids going? I think okay. I think the bids are going okay, Rob. Hey, Quinny, off topic, but curious why you bought Ishmael Ferreira. Luciano Ferreira, you mean? I'm giving. He's the giveaway for this month. He's the card I'm giving away for the rare, and then he qualifies for underdog. So I picked up a limited just because I knew he was underdog qualified. If you like, Johnny Kenny, who apparently has got a wicked rating on FIFA and Football Manager and all that kind of stuff. I don't think he's played a minute of football for us this year, but he has got 50 seconds left to go. Typical. I know, Rob, you're telling me, buddy. I left it with my neighbour as well, which was said delivered, and I was in the house. I'm like, I've not even fucking delivered it. And then my neighbour came to the door, was like, oh, I've got this box here. And then I opened the box, I'm like, it's not even the right fucking cable. Good day, Quinny, Kane Carnage, fist bump. Good to see you, my man. Hope I ain't too late. It's 1:30 a.m. here in Australia. Just finished work. Wow, what a shift for you, my man. Thanks for joining us. I hope to send you off to your sleep, hopefully, if this is boring enough for you. But thanks for joining us, my man. So yeah, Kyogo Furuhashi is up at about 0.5 now for the Champion Edition. Now, Kyogo, like, I think out of the whole current crop of Celtic cards, and try and understand the sentiment of what I'm saying here. I'm not saying anything other than the words of what I mean, but like, Kyogo is the closest for me to a Larson-esque figure in the squad at the moment. A guy that it feels like he's 26 and now, 27, whatever. It feels like we're going to have his peak years at Celtic, and he's going to be the one. Like Jota, if we do sign him on a permanent, of course we'll probably be looking to sell him. Same with Rio, same with Abada. Maeda, we may also get peak years out of Maeda, but Kyogo feels a wee bit more talismanic than Maeda. So collector value wise, I think this Kyogo is probably the Kyogo to own on the platform in terms of a rare at the moment, and it's going to be way too rich for my blood. Hendo is in on the action, friend of the channel, and yeah, what a card that would be to pick up. It is serial number 64. Japanese cards have already had some issues, so there's already some Vissel Kobe issues with this kid, of course, as well as last season at Vissel Kobe, and some regular Celtic editions and whatever, but never boring, mate. Come on. Anyway, just picked up a Josh Cullen on his way to England somewhere. I'm kind of hoping it's the Championship. Fingers crossed for you, Kane. I had a Josh Cullen in the club once upon a time as well. Oh, 649. You'll Never Walk Alone has came in. He's after that Kyogo Furuhashi as well. I know Hendo's got the ETH. This is a pricey card. Like, we'll see how it goes down. Number 8, Kyogo Furuhashi, the card number 64. It's a pricey card. I think this is, I think the regular price, let's just check it out super quick, right? I think Kyogo rares are going for about 0.04 now. So that's a significant, 0.044. The floor price, if you wanted to just go buy one now, you could get this for about maybe, 15% cheaper on the floor. So it's a healthy premium. It is a complete one-off. There is only one rare. It's Kyogo Furuhashi, and as much as like he did miss a good bit of the season through injury, I think he is the talisman of the team, So a big card for Hendo, or You'll Never Walk Alone, whoever's going to pick it up in the end. You'll Never Walk Alone, I'm pretty sure he owns a unique Kyogo Furuhashi, so I know he's a big fan. And yeah, he's picked it up. 6.49 Ethereum, just under a bag of sand in sterling. And that goes to the huge Liverpool fan. You'll Never Walk Alone. Hendo is in the live chat. Hendo, it's just been priced out. Unlucky, buddy. I didn't know you were going for it. And unlucky, man. Just priced out. It would have been some price to get him for as well. Like Abada's going now, so Abada again in his rookie season with Celtic. He's not got a rookie card per se, but this is kind of like a rookie card in some way, shape, or form. McBride is back in the house picking up a Scott Bain. He loves goalkeepers. He just can't get enough of them. So the Abada is a nice card. Who's pricing out on this? Sakwajawiya. Now, this guy has bought all of my America. As you guys will know on the channel, I went through a massive period of buying US men national team 1 of 100 first issue cards. That guy bought like almost all of them off me. Great guy. He's got a very sexy collection in that respect, and he's got his eyes on a Leal Abada. So we wish him good luck with that. I guess a friend of the channel, a supporter of FC Barcelona, you could say. And Mikey Johnson, I don't think there's any real appetite for a special Mikey Johnson. Yeah, to be quite honest. I was half tempted just because I thought, if I'm ever going to buy one, he did kind of feature. And I don't think he's that bad a player. He's just not top quality, is he? But 100 quid? Nah, no thanks. Near Beton's coming up. I think he's going to be a Red Cross player. He is like a Celtic, and I heard Ryan Fitzsimmons, he was saying this on his channel, talking about like Celtic heroes just one step down from a legend. And I think Beton is maybe around that hero status. He only scored like 5 goals, but they were all belters. He filled in so many qualifiers. He helped us. He's played us for 9 years. I don't want really to own a Beton, but he's probably going to go to Israel and never score an SO5 point again in his career. Unless it's for Israel in the Nations League. But I would take this edition of him, you know. The Leal Abada's up to half a coin now. Hendo is going for it. Hendo, I hope you get it, my man. Fingers crossed for you. Hendo is going for the Abada. Just under half a coin. Sacagawea. It's not a one of, it's not a jersey number, you know, but it's 22 and 11, so there's a wee bit of something there. It's pleasing on the eye, you might say. But it's, I think that's as good as, probably the best Abada rare you're going to get this year, because again, it's not a rookie Abada. I don't think there's going to get any more special editions made of him really this year. He will get more rares, of course, but Hendo's got it. Hendo has got it. Under 23 striker. Hendo can manage the Celtic rotation. He can watch it. So that's a great pickup from friend of the channel, Ross Henderson, aka Hendo. Congratulations, Monfrere. I'm kind of going blind now to the limiteds as they're kind of moving around, to be honest. But the Maeda price is quite solid, and I think Maeda is probably going to get the most minutes of any Celtic forward next season. So he's a nice card to have at any scarcity, to be quite honest. Greg Taylor. So I've got a Greg Taylor super rare, so I should be. I think I've been outbid somewhere maybe because I've got another notification. Let's see what these are. Higher bidder on Rogic. Now I already got a Rogic. So if I pick up the special edition one, which I would like to have, I've then got to take the chance on flipping the regular version at a later date. So I'm basically, by buying this card, I'm backing Rogic, not going into Oblivion. I think that's round about 100 quid. Like, that's round about max what I'm looking to spend on a Tom Rogic. I will have a spare Tom Rogic now, so like the day will come where I probably will sell it. So if I win that auction and you're interested in a Tom Rogic, wait until his peak price and then I'll sell him to you. That one you just pointed out is now Maeda. Joe Ducey, congratulations on the Dyson Maeda. Welcome to the club. 22 for the 2022 season. XMK Productions on the Leal Abada Champion Edition card. Great observation. It is appealing on the eye, and that is part of it. XMK, great pick out. We've not heard from Hendo yet since he's won his Abada, so he's probably doing a lap of honour around the house. Thanks a lot for everyone who's joining the stream. This is the Champion Edition auction for the Celtic cards on Sorare. Each player in the squad gets 1 rare card and they get 10 limiteds in this special one-off Champion Edition prizes. We've seen these cards go for roughly about 20% more than what they normally do over this auction for some of the key guys like Kyogo. I think Abada was considered Hendo just picked up Abada for just under half an Ethereum, and I think Abada's maybe about a 0.35 guy. Yeah, 0.35 is what he normally goes for, so that's like a 30% uplift or so. No, I don't know what the maths is. Yeah, maybe 30%, 33%. So they're lovely cards, they're highly sought after. And the thing about Celtic cards, if you don't know this is global fantasy football. Celtic cards are all amongst the best in the world. And the Celtic fans, that's what we're all about, is being Celtic. This is how you play football the Celtic way. All the football greats come through Parkhead's gates to play SO5, the Glasgow Celtic way, you know. And higher bidder on Baton. Now, if it's somebody in the live chat, I will feel conflicted. I don't think it is. Because I know we've got some guys, some near Baton, we've got some Israeli fans in the house, and I can understand if you wanted the Baton, but I don't mind spending a couple of quid on this Baton. And I will pronounce Baton in every which way possible. Just to make sure at some point I nail the stream properly. If you're interested in playing Sorare, which is global fantasy football, there's a link in the description of this stream. It goes directly to supporting all the content here at Quinny3001 and on my other channel, Sorare TV. And you will get a free limited card once you've bought 5 from the market. Limiteds can be as cheap as, like, as you see here, Tom Rogic, £6, and they can be as expensive as any amount of money you want to think about. Once you buy 5, you get 1 for nothing. Could be anything. It will be limited. But it could be empty. All shapes and sizes. Near Baton is coming to FC Barcelona. It looks like 40 quid for a red X. I've spent more money on worse cards, must be said. Hendo's here. 25 decisive actions in his debut season. Less than half a coin to Jota, who's 2+. Love it. Great. Up Hendo, and his last sale for rare was 0.044, so it's only a 10% uplift on actual last sale. And as you can see, there's a notification. Champion Edition near Baton has entered FC Barcelona. We've got him in. It's good to see. I've seen McBride, I've seen Hendo, friends of the channel. I've seen Joe Ducey. I've seen lots of guys in the live chat picking up Champion Edition Celtic cards. Guys, I cannot wait for next season. Next season we'll have the totally new design of cards as well, but all of us are going to be rocking into SO5, posting those lineups with these Champion Edition cards, which look brilliant. They're the best Champion Edition design I think we've had on Sorare period. I think I'm going to bid on this Abada. I'm going to just go to Abada because I do want an Abada. Got a missed call from the old ball and chain. Un momento. Ending soon. Let's see. There's only 3 Abadas left. Yeah, I think I just take this one at that price. It's probably amongst the highest prices paid, I think, probably, but I want one. These are total one-offs, you know what I mean? Some of these guys, like, I will want to own them at some point. So, Non-Stick Llama has his Rio Hitate. Buzzing. Great pickup. McGregor, 0.06. I've not got a McGregor yet. So what did I get? A Rio, a Kyogo. I've bid on a Bada. I've not got a defender. I can deal without having Joe Hart. Can I deal without having a defender? I maybe just pick up a Starfelt's and I've got one. What did let's see Starfelt's. I don't think there's an actual filter yet on this for the Champion Edition. Oh, there is. Fantastic. There wasn't when they very, very first came out. So let's see. 1-4, 1-4, 1-4. They've all been going for 1-4 and above, basically. And they're all at 1-4 and above than now, except this one. That would take it to 1-5. Oh, Jesus. I think I've been maybe priced out of the Starfelt's now at this point. Yeah, I'll just get the Abada, maybe a McGregor, and then it will piss me off. But I'm not going to get a Joe Hart, so yeah, just control it, Quinny boy. Now, what I need to check is this bloody Bane, because I do need the handcuff. Auctions for about 0.07. If I bid on this prick, what's it going to go to? 0.1 for the handcuff. It's a bit too pricey, but it's a handcuff. I do need it. The Welsh is the one that pissed me off the most. I got into a bidding auction with this guy whose avatar is Goku, which I totally respect. In a France kit. So, like, I can, I don't mind losing out in a fight to Goku. I can deal with that. Especially, my old avatar was a Vegeta. That'd have been so... I wish I still had that avatar. That'd have been much better for that little string of fighting. That'd have been so comical. And they've probably done quite well on my Instagram. Because I've got some figures and stuff and blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Yep. Congratulations, Emmeline. You've got the cheapest Abada Not a bad, sorry, beg your pardon. Starfelt champion card, it would appear. Congratulations to you. The Jotas are going for 0.4. Jack Taylor, what did you pick up your Jota champion card for? 0.4 now. Wow. Jota, by the way. What a great thunker we've now got. Unless you hit limiteds. 0.39, 0.39, 0.37, 0.39, 0.38. Jack Taylor, 0.39. Love it. Almost the 4 Titan. Get in there. I think that was the first one, probably. Was the cheapest, it's turned out. And gradually more expensive. That's why I wanted to get some of my guys quite early, because I found, I've just had that experience of this before. I'm glad to see I've been I don't know about the one specifically I went for, but I'm glad to see that strategy has had at least some sort of merit to it in the market in general, which has been fun. Obi-Wan, I've not seen the episode for tonight, so don't ruin it for me, please. Don't ruin it for me. Without Joe Hart, how much would a Celtic stack be? I don't know. I don't think you would need to spend that much. I think McGregor's modest. I think Maeda and Kyogo are very modest. And I think if you got those 3, then it's just a defender and Joe Hart. I think that's a great stack to get, by the way. Gucci in the house for non-stick Lama. Brilliant. Abada is starting today for Israel. Oh, fantastic. I always forget that about Abada in international football. And Hendo has a super rare Manor Solomon as well. So that is fantastic. That is fantastic, yeah. If he's... the dimensions that are going on here with the trading guys, absolutely loving it. So I'm still highest bidder on the Rogic. Hopefully that doesn't change. I'd say for limiteds, I don't think... Did I go balls to the wall on a Vickers? How much did the Carter Vickers go for? I do need a Carter Vickers, do I not? At some level. Champion editions. I just want to see the limiteds. 2-3, 2-3, 2-1, 2-2, 2-2. They've just get gradually more expensive, haven't they? Oh, shit. Should have got the first one. I don't want to spend that on a Vickers, but I know it's going to be boss. Oh. What have I already got? Kyogo. Nah, I don't want to spend that on a limited Vickers. I really don't. I'd rather hold out for something more powerful. Team Celtic. Oh, did I go for this handcuff? See, I'd rather go for this handcuff than get a Carter, than put half of that towards a Vickers. Because then if Joe, I need a handcuff. See them like Kim Sung-gyu. I've just lost him for Kashiwa Reysol. It feels like he's moving to fucking Qatar or something. And I've not got that handcuff. And I didn't buy him. He was a reward, so I can kind of take that on the chin and just roll him into a training team and hope one of my other keepers come good. But with Joe Hart, it's different. I spent money on him. I got him at a very good price as well, actually. So, yeah, getting the handcuff makes sense. I think I've been outbid on this Abada. I think that's what this notification's for. Yep. So I'm missing out on an Abada limited. Abada. .57, .583. Yeah, I need to move along the chain, kick it to this bid, don't I? That's the last bid I can do for Abada. Yeah. We got the Bane, lovely. So the handcuff is in. Now it's a nice handcuff as well. It's Champion Edition. So it makes me feel a wee bit better about buying a Scott Bane. Didn't really want a Scott Bane. But it's a sensible purchase for 0.1. And, there's another bid on the Welsh. Oh. This guy is going for it, by the way. Stephen Welsh got Young Player of the Year, I think, or get Young something of the Year, Academy Player of the Year or something. And he is the backup. He is the handcuff to Carter Vickers. If you have a Carter Vickers, in my opinion, you need to own a Welsh. And Sorare Chama, he's fucking Goku, and he wants it. Fair play to him. I wouldn't be spending that much on it. For that amount of money, I'd rather have the limited Vickers for SO5. But it's a good way. And again, Welsh doesn't have a rookie card. This is kind of his rookie season. So that's probably the best Welsh card you're going to get. And it is expensive. And another time, I'd maybe put another bid on it, take it to point two, but I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, yeah. So the Welsh isn't too far away. I think it's a great price for the Welsh, like in terms of like for a champion edition. It's not a again the only one that was a champion edition shirt number was the James McCarthy, which I picked up quite early on. When the auction's finished, I'll come back through this, guys, and we'll show you what I've picked up. I've kind of lost track of it a little bit, but I'm happy with what I've got so far. And I think all my I just wanted mainly the guys that I didn't want to spend that much money on, you know, like even fucking Barkas, like I can't adjust it. Like I was looking at Barkas. He had two super rares the other night that went for about this price, and I thought, nah, I can't spend that on a super rare Barkas. So I find it even harder to do it for a rare Barkas now. That's the main thing that's stopping me. If I could have my time back, I would just go and get the super rare Barkas. Can I change my camera because this is now becoming a wee bit annoying for me. There we go. Oh, there we go. Let's sit back and chill a bit. I feel like I'm up on my haunches. I feel like let's sit back and chill a bit, guys. This auction has been going on now for about an hour. Thank you very much for everyone who's been joining us live. This is the Celtic Champion Edition auction. I am the highest bidder on Anabada. No, I don't think there's anyone else I'm looking to pick up. I don't have any sort of Rowson. Is that maybe the defender I pick up? Did I maybe pick up a wee Rowson? Yeah, I think I might pick up a wee Rowson. I don't know how many he's got left. Let's check him out. Because I do like Rowson. And I definitely don't want to spend rare money on him. Three one, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. I've all went for 3-1, and then this one's at 3-9. This is at 3-2. I'm just going to bid on this. Yeah. I've paid the most for that one, like a fool. I should have probably got the Rowson bid in a bit earlier, and I had that sewn up by now. That's my bad. But yeah, there's a Rowson going there now. I think I might end up with a little bit of a limited team at the end of this, which would be fun. All right, I'm in the last minute of Rogic, which is cool. I'm going to have two Rogic's now, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. I'd much rather have the Champion Edition one and just, I'll sell the other one when the time comes. I kind of thought the same with Taylor, but again, I just couldn't be bored with parting with the E for it. I think for the amount of ETH I've spent today, I've done quite well, even with what I have thus far. I am getting even more tempted on an Ideguchi now, it must be said, just by how cheap he is. You know, like 9 quid, what is that? Even the Taylor. A Turnbull, are just a wee bit pricey, aren't they? I've not seen many Turnbulls actually click away. I wonder how much Turnbulls have been going for. .18, 0.18, 0.17, 0.18, 0.18, 0.18, 0.17, 0.17. Yeah, good U23 mid when he plays. You need to watch that Celtic rotation with him. It was Kinra that picked him up 40 minutes ago. Beautiful rare, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant, but just a wee bit too pricey for me. For somebody who I just see as being a rotation piece, you know, it's just so expensive for it. I don't think that's priced in to him at all. I've kind of lost track of what I've bidded on and stuff, so I'm going to stop. I think I'm kind of at my, you know, if I lose bids now, I'm kind of done. I don't know if I've won the Rogic or not. I've not had a notification. I think I must have. And I'm not sure what else there is to run still. Yeah, we're at the tail end of it, guys. There's not much left to go. This is the tail end. Is there any big rares still to go? Barkas is the last rare to go, and we're tailing out with just basically a unlimited raft, basically one page left to go. So this will be kind of towards the end of the stream, I guess. João Mario rare. Calmac just went for 0.069. Celtic stack nearly complete. Quinny Heartless 2. Joe Hart's just such a pricey piece, isn't it? But it's one of those ones. If you're going to get one, is that a bite the bullet buy and just get the champion one because it looks so fucking cool? Is it going to get cheaper? Probably. Blah, blah, blah. But some of these guys, like I say, it's a good excuse to buy some of the backup guys for me. And look like my entire Conyaspore stack is ready to be sold in real life. Oh wow, Kane. Do you know, I was talking to somebody and they said that to me. It was actually Channy. He was saying, watch out. Or no, was it Channy? I think it was Channy. It was somebody. And they were saying, watch out for Conyaspore because they might actually just sell their whole team. That's what all these teams do when they have a bit of success. If you have a Vickers, you need a heart. Yeah, true. I think so. But I've got a heart. I've not got a Vickers. He struggled for starts, we might have come back in, but I back him to rotate more. Yeah, I think he's going to get, like, you know, he got 25 decisives last season, Abada. Like, I think you could expect that again across all competitions, but you just need to know, oh yeah, he's going to come in this weekend. I think there's been another bid on the Barcast. It wasn't me. No, there's not been. I wish I just picked up that Barcast Super now. That'd have been a great handcuff. Barcast Super and Bane Champion Edition Rare. That'd have been lovely. But wasn't to be. What the Jot is ringing in at? Oh, still about 0.4 or so. Jack's done well, I think, picking his up as early as he did. Kyogos are now around a kind of lower price. I don't know if I've still got a bid on a Bada or not. How many are left? Just this final page. Not many to go, guys. I'm not going to be doing any more bids, I don't think. So let me just see if I have any more bids out. Edoguchi I've been outbid on. Ralston I'm highest. And I missed a one that Abada. Right, okay, so I've just got the Ralston to tick away in 2 minutes. Let's see what I've won, if you like, won on auction. So, oh, look at these cards, man. I got 8. I got 8 cards in total. That's nice, isn't it? It's good for the screen. So I got a Kyogo, a Hitate midfielder. So I've now got so many got so many Hitates. I got an Abada, I got Rogic, Beaton, McCarthy. I got like the backup cast in rare, which is cool. And Beaton and yeah, that's cool. Let's add them into the squad. This is the fun bit. So these are all my Celtic cards, all my Celtic related cards. So the ones at the top of the page are generally ones that are at Celtic now, or they are. Yeah, they're all ones that are at Celtic. And then as you scroll down, it's ones that used to be at Celtic who aren't, that I've got cards for, which are fun as well. So I really like this album. And these cards now are going to be like a great addition into it. And this is what very quickly became my most fun. Just make sure I'm not missing MD. Ortega not signed as of yet, speculation. But yeah, I think all these cards are going to go right high up because they're all champion edition. So Beaton is left, so he'll be like at the kind of the top end of, yeah, we'll maybe put him ahead of Naka. I think he's one more than Nakamura. McCarthy's still at the club and will probably play a bit next year, so put him ahead of the super rare reel. So I've got the rare reel up there. That's fine. I'm just organising my gallery now, guys. I hope you've had fun watching this. I hope you've had fun with the auction. It feels like a lot of these took part. And yeah, it was great. I had great fun. I hope you're happy with your pickups. I know I am. As you can see, I'm just playing with them now, putting them away in a nice... Rogic is leaving as well, so we'll put him up ahead of Beaton, but next to Beaton. There's Rogic. So we could do that, I suppose, couldn't we? And yeah, I hope you've had fun, guys. Good luck with the game weeks and all the good stuff. There's other Champion Edition cards for all the other teams in Europe that won their divisions this year. Like Bayern Munich, I think, went yesterday. I think AC Milan are out in bundles and stuff like that. Where is the very end? Ralston, auction 1. Brilliant. So we've got another... Oh, we've got 9. So we've got another card to add into this. There's the Abada notification as well. And there's the Rogic notification as well. Love it. So this Rio Atate is a midfielder card. So I now have Rio in defense, midfield, and attack. I don't even know where to put this Rio. Let's just put him here. Kyogo. I want this nice and high. This is a nice card. It is a doubler. Did I put it up here instead of that Kyogo? I think I will, just because it will look nicer for the folder. And then I can put this Kyogo like down here or something. Yeah. That looks cool. And then I've got a Bada. Let's get him up in the mix somewhere. Cool. And amongst it, all the cool kids. So let's have a Bada maybe like here. Yeah, that looks cool, doesn't it? And probably put Kyogo up here above Edoguchi. As well as super rare, and yeah, that looks cool, doesn't it? And then these guys are all at the squad now. He's looking to leave, and then it's the limited. So I'll put him there just because he's probably going to get discarded. And then these are just my other limiteds I got from Japan. And then yeah, class. And then I'll also just go get Rouse and we'll slide him into the squad. And then this will wrap up the stream, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and retweet and all that good stuff, guys. Stay tuned to all the content on the channel and on Sorare TV. Later today, I'll be recording the podcast with Tony Watt and Plastician, the End Product Podcast. That'll be on the Sorare TV YouTube channel, as well as Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, all the podcast places. Later on today, which is Thursday, if you just wait for Friday, it'll definitely be there. I think Ralston probably has to, yeah, I have to get Ralston like right up in here, eh? He had a good year for us. Lovely. And then let's see how it looks now. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look good? Rookie Jota, unique McGregor, and then Champion Edition Kyogo. Would I change my Hall of Fame? I didn't get the McGregor, did I? Or a Jota. I'll maybe drop. Let's see, so we've got Jota, then could we put in Kyogo, and then let's get McGregor in the middle because he's a unique McGregor. And then another Champion Edition. Who's a good card? Now we only get, no, we get more than that, did we not? Okay, oh, Fury Hashi's ready in it. Did we maybe put Rio? So who else do I want in my Hall of Fame now is what I'm thinking. Celtic card wise. I think we want a wee Abada in there, don't we? Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, look at this. And then I don't have a Rio Hatate here, do I? And I do have a bit of an attachment to that rare Rio Hatate. So that's like vintage. So both of these rares I picked up. Like, I'm original owner, or not quite original owner, I don't think. Yeah, original owner on the Jota from when he was at Benfica. Sold him, and then when he went to Celtic, I quickly bought him back. So that's like a first owner card, Jota, and which I love. And I think the same with this Rio. Yep, first owner, and then when he signed for Celtic, I quickly went back and bought him. Oh, no, second owner. Sorry, I beg your pardon. But I had him for ages, and he won stuff for me. He was a reward winner. He's got history at the club. So I've got that vintage on the outside. And oh, look at that for a Hall of Fame, guys. That excites me. I don't know if I'd prefer the blue super rares or something, but it's the only Jota I've got, and I think I do need Jota in my Hall of Fame. But that's lovely, actually, guys. I'm going to leave that the way it is. Higher bidder on Ideguchi. And yeah, guys, that will conclude the stream, guys, for today. Let me just check the live chat. Adam El Kabasi, El Kasabi got a Carter Vickers, a McGregor, a Kyogo, a Hatate, Maeda, and Bane on limited. Lovely. I have a bid on literal last Celtic player, Joe Dusek. Oh, fingers crossed, I hope it lands. Can they only auction AC Milan in bundles? I think that's the current deal, and I think we're really waiting. And Adam also got a Greg Taylor. Congratulations. A Bada will bang tonight for Israel. At least one decisive. Anania, fist bump. Good to see my man. Quinny, have a gift for you. Non-stick llama. Let's hear it. You've got a gift for me. Offers received. I've not received any gift offers, it must be said. Non-stick llama. I'm hanging on with bated breath now for this gift that you tease me with. But yeah, guys, I think we're pretty much at the end of the stream. Otherwise, I am tempted to hang on here for non-stick llama to see what the script is. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. I can't say that enough, guys. I've had good fun. I've picked up 9 cards, I think it is in total. Let's just go have one last look at the club. But I think we get 9 cards altogether. 4, yep, 9. Buzzing. Don't think I spent too much either. Like, none of them were that expensive. And they're cool looking cards. Yeah, I think my Hall of Fame now looks fucking sick. Now the saving starts for Hart. Yeah, I think that's probably a lot of people after today. Ideguchi to give away for you. What does that mean? Are you going to give an Ideguchi away? Ideguchi to give away for you. You're going to give me an Ideguchi to give away? That's lovely. Well, thank you very much. If you're going to do that. Non-stick llama, that would be very generous of you. And I welcome your support. Thank you, Non-stick llama. Thank you for being so generous if that's what you're offering, or if you're just offering it to me as a gift or whatever. I thank you no end. Feel free to reach out and let me know the details. I don't want to keep on any more of anyone's time. I'll let you get back to the rest of your day. I've got plenty of stuff to record. Make sure to turn on notifications. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share and retweet and all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble. Where's the outro bit? Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.